Hey there. So today we are continuing with more beer from Live Oak. I just pretty much picked out everything they had. I think they sent out 5 beers. I think I have 5 to review for you guys. But anyway, this is Kalt. So this is cold fermented IPA. Actually, don't know if this was produced. Yeah, this had to be produced before, or sorry, after cold IPA became a thing. But anyway, what they mean by this is that it's wait, what? I believe it's a lager ferment, which makes sense because, like, they're a lager brewery. Anyway, you guys can post the comments below. Correcting me, I was just on the website, but I believe it's lager fermented. But kalt means cold in German, so Kalt IPA, cold IPA. So yeah, so they had to create this before, after. Oh, Jesus Christ! Why did that happen? Hop creep, re-fermentation in the can, possibly. Because like I had the other beers, actually, like yeah, I've had the other beers in the fridge just as long, and they didn't do this. So maybe it's like the re-fermentation in the can. I mean, it's dumb fresh, right? Like I just got it. Whatever. Like it arrived literally like last week, so as fresh as it gets. Maybe some re-fermentation in the can, possibly. Beer comes in a light gold color, a little bit of chill haze to it, so like yeah, a little bit of like hop haze, probably, right? Yeah, yeah. So like light haze at best. Wonderful fluffy wet head. I mean, obviously something is going on to create that big head to that to this beer, and then also makes sense for them to create an IPA. Like you can only do so much selling only lager and Hefeweizen, right? So well, obviously they do some other stuff, but you make like a Pivo Grudziski and stuff like that. But IPA is easily the biggest brand or beer style in craft beer. And eventually, you're gonna have to make an IPA, right? It smells pretty good. Yeah, it smells awesome. Piney, citrusy, pretty more like West Coast verdant kind of character. Green, a little bit of spruce tips in there. Yeah, piney. Cheers. It smells great. A small IPA too, 5.7%. Oh yeah, that's great. Yeah, I don't know if they intended to make a quote unquote cold IPA, like specifically to that style, which is the best way to describe it is pretty much a cream ale. So you're talking about lager ferment. Yeah. Well, sorry, a beer that's fermented cold. So the cream ale uses ale strain, but then it's cold. So anyway, lager ale. It's a colder ferment, and then it has adjuncts in it. It's bone dry, and so it's sort of like in between of like trying to make something super dry and hoppy. Here you sort of get that dry, bitter. Honestly, it drinks a little bit bigger than 5.7. I want to say. I feel like some people could have guessed this beer was like 6.65. Piney for days. Doesn't really have that much bitterness, so it almost drinks like a dry hopped lager or something. But it has such expressive hop character that it drinks like IPA. I mean, people always like it's an ale, it's a lager, it's an ale, it's a lager. Like, what does it look like and what does it taste like, right? Like, I think for some people, like that it matters, but for me in general, with guests and stuff, and dealing with customers, and 99% of the craft beer, or let's say 90% of the craft beer people out there, what does it taste like? Like, if it looks like a chicken, walks like a chicken, tastes like a chicken, is it a chicken or not? Like, right? Like, you can trick somebody into giving them what tastes like chicken. Turkey can taste like chicken, right? All right, well, if you chop up some turkey and give people, like, is it chicken or not chicken? Like, whatever. It is it that is it something? Is it not what you're looking? Is it not exactly what you're looking for? Right? This lager not cold, cold not cold, lager ferment, whatever. It tastes like IPA. Rants. Piney. Has a really wonderful kind of like how do you describe that thing? It's a little bit of this lingering dankness that, like, it's just, I assume this is like something like Cascade, Centennial, Simcoe, something around there, right? Like super West Coasty hops, leaning on just green. This beer tastes very green, at least in color, right? So I'm thinking of like pine, spruce, verdant, forest, all that. Excuse me. super lean body, and then really devoid of bitterness. Like this beer really doesn't have much. Honestly, I feel the Pils is way more bitter than this beer, which is crazy because that beer is a full ABV lower and it's Pilsner versus quote unquote IPA. The head's also a little bit funny, right? Something going on there, but the beer honestly tastes great. This is really good. Honestly, I feel like they should call it pale ale because it really is just like a hoppy pale ale. It really doesn't have much IPA bitterness to it. It's also 5.7, so it's under 7%. But again, pale ale and IPA, American IPA overlap. Personally, I prefer a little bit more bitterness, or a good amount more bitterness here. But I think it makes a really crushable beer. It makes this kind of like, it dances somewhere between like dry hop lager and IPA because it really has aromatics of IPA, flavor of IPA, but doesn't really have the bitterness. But it's a lean, clean, light malt profile, really drinkable, really tasty. Super high functioning beer, like 5.7%. I feel like you could have a few of these versus drinking a 7% beer, 7.5% beer. And also you don't have the bitterness either, really. Like it has I would argue like a medium minus bitterness, maybe medium at best. Like it's not very bitter. It's not really IPA quality and bitterness. So I'm gonna give it a solid 95. I think it's a really fun product. Like I think it actually, now I think about it more, it's like more breweries doing this, making it sort of like a pseudo pale ale kind of thing. Like not everything has to be defined by Sierra Nevada pale ale. And there are people that make pale ales, but like I feel like first off, pale ales I guess don't really sell compared to IPA, but a low bitterness, super hoppy beer is pretty tasty. So until next time, cheers. Let me know what you think. 95 later.